Hello YouTube, we are back and this is where we left off. I didn't realise that I didn't power those up. And that's why only one side of the belt is saturated. There we go. So now we've got some iron going on. We wanted to turn this into something much bigger, and same with that, and that's what we're going to do next. So the first thing we need to do is get a lot of stone, because we're going to need a lot of furnaces. So let's go crazy with the furnaces. In fact, let's just hit that. We'll do 100 plus. Let's get rid of these, because we're not really going to be needing these anymore, I don't think. That is, I said that'd be enough coal. It's definitely more than enough coal. Alright, so we're going to do this sort of design, but we're going to go way bigger with it and produce way more iron and copper and stone. So first things first, let's just start measuring out. So I want them to start, don't want to, like, let's start here. So that's probably the closest I'm going to get, purely because there's going to be an insert area, and then my line is going to be, that's going to be my outside edge. So I could probably go even there and move this in one. Because stone's not going to be in the middle. Stone I can do on the outside edge. So if that's going to be there, we're then going to have inserter, and then that, and then inserter, and then that. That's going to be the width. That's going to be the total width of it. So then we're going to go, do I leave a gap or do I just fill it in? How much space have we got? We'll leave a gap, 2 gaps. So we're going to go again. Then we're going to go do that. That and that. So that's going to be our total width, which gives us enough room to do stuff on this side if we need to. So let's look at how high we're going to go. These are just going to run up. Ugh. I don't even know how many I'm going to need, but I'm going to go to about there, I think. And we can extend it down if it doesn't make enough. So let's just do that. So we'll bring these up. Bring those up. Hopefully I've made enough of these. Yeah, I think I have for now. Of course, it's a giant stone in the way. Ugh. There we go. So that's there. The next thing I'm going to need is an awful lot of belts. So let's go collect some iron and start making the things we're going to need. Take that, take that. How many belts can we make? 180. That's not going to be enough. We're going to need belts. We're going to need inserters. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of things. We're going to need power down here as well. While we're waiting, let's just make a ghost version so we know what it's going to look like. So these are going to come up. Let's just get these. These are going to come up here like this. And then up to, that's going to be the height to there. That's going to, so this middle one here is our output line, and that's where the insert is going to be, so we don't need to go any higher than that. But these, so there's gonna be, wait a minute, I don't have anything for that. So the next one would be my double thingy, and then here double thingy. Great. explanation of what I'm talking about. My splitter's going to be there, and I'm going to have a splitter here. And then that's going to face this way. And then everything from there is going to go downwards. And then same on this side. So that's going to be down, that's going to be down. And then we're going to go that way and then the other way. So they're going to be my splitters again. So we're doing basically this here, but then instead of it being 3 long, it's going to be quite a lot long. So we're going to need a coal input that's going to feed both of these. So that'll be a large coal input. Let's just see how we're getting on here. Now we're getting some belts I can fill this in. Alright. Let's see how many we've got, how far we get. Ideally, if I get one finished, say the iron, then at least I can run the iron so we're getting more iron to produce the next one. That's the plan if we go with one at a time. Okay, so that's that. Okay. So now we need, click 40 of them because we're probably going to need about 40 of them. It's going dark again. Do you know what? I need lights. I want to be lighting up my base. Okay, so we've picked some more iron up. So this just keep producing now. It's much quicker. But it'll be even faster when we've got this. Plus, this line will actually become part of the production lines. I think we have enough. We have time to wait while things are being built, but we have enough belts to actually build this, I think. So let's finish this off. That way and that way. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Probably 4 of those as well. We've got a little bit to wait for these. I can't wait until everything's just so automated and I don't have this big list at the bottom of things to wait for all the time. It's going to be so much nicer. While we wait for that, shall we look at setting up our coal? So it's going to need to be quite chunky. 6 does that pretty well, but this is going to be a bit bigger, so we'll start here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 10 to start with, so let's just set them up. Let's just run that out there. Give it some power. It's going to need that and that. And there we go. So now that's all powered up. Let's just leave that for a minute. I got 40 of these made. I don't know if 40 is going to be enough. Let's have a look. We need into there and out, in, out, all the way down. I mean, for early game, this is quite a lot to be putting down, but it's going to be so worth it when everything's just getting automated. It's so much better. And this really is a very small scale of what I've got planned. So 40 only just did one line. I need 120 of these, don't I? This side needs to be facing the other way. I'm going to need 120 of them, so let's put them in. Let's just get my bar organised down here a little better. That doesn't need to be there. Let's put these in. So there and there. There and there. So that's that pot. Oh, so I want to come in from this side with the coal, and if I come in, I'm not going to have enough room to get round there. So if I take that out and that, take them out. Let's just change that for that way. And then move these over. Like that. That will give me just enough room to bring, say my coal comes in here. Out there, and then I should effectively bring it down, in and up. That only feeds one of my lines though. I need to get to the other side as well. How do I go about that? Maybe if we put a splitter here, split the line in half, which means that'll go that way. Put that across there, and then into there like normal. That will go down, in and up. And this will go like that. Maybe I brought these up a bit high. I could have done that in a much neater way. But it is what it is. It's only going to be temporary. This is part of the temporary base. Excuse me. Yeah, that'll do for now. Let's focus now on what else we need. So we need a lot of these. And they need doing. So what's that? 92. We're still going to need a ton more of those. 92, 100. What did I say it was? About 40. So 120 roughly. We need. I'd say that'd be enough. Now we've got another massive list of items down here that need to be built. This ain't needed anymore, so let's try and tidy up a little bit. We don't need that. We're not going to need this or any of this up here when this is ready. But for now it's producing us the iron that we need to keep going. I do need to sort my bars down here out a bit better. I think I'll do for now. Power is another thing we need to set up. Like, really that many? Yeah. No, that's too many. I've forgotten just how short these little poles are. Go far. Alright, so there and there. There and there. There and there. There and there. All these little power poles to set up while we're waiting for our inserters to be made. And I also need to put them there. Where did that one go? There, 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 and there. And then there, 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 there. All this power polage. A lot. There. Yep, we got this. Nearly done. I literally just had enough power poles. Looks messy though. It's like wires everywhere. We have started to get some inserters, so let's start looking at doing these. Ugh, got stuck. So there. So this is almost done. We just need to set up the iron miners to get this going. Looks like we are going to have enough to finish both sides, which is quite good. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can finish both sides off and get them both rigged up. It'd be nice to get this part out of the way so we can actually start working on production, start making some science, start unlocking things, and actually starting to make some progress. Turn them around. Come on. Please say I made enough just to finish it off. Oh, we're still making, we're making 8 more. That's not going to be enough, is it? Oh. Oh no, wait. We do actually, we made just enough. Perfect. Excuse me. I'm really sorry for coughing every 2 minutes. I'm just not very well at the moment. Okay. Now that those are ready, I'm actually getting a little bit excited now because things are going to start moving. Let's look at our coal first, because we'll bring it across here, I think. So I only have one of those left. Let's do that first. Run our line across. Where do I need it? One away. Did I just run out? I did. So that's going to be our coal line. Let's just hope it can keep up. If not, we can extend this. That is not a problem. We can extend it and make sure it can fill both of these while they're both fully smelting and on the go. But the only way we're going to find out is by running it. But that's plenty of room of expandables. Power seems to be doing just fine at the minute, but we will need to upgrade that when these are running. And when they start running, they're going to use a lot of power. So we're going to have to make sure we've got enough coal supply for that as well. Finally, I've got my belts. And in it goes. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted... Right there. I need a splitter for this and split them off. And then once that's sorted, we can actually move on to the iron and the copper. Come on. See, it's when this is already automated, I won't have to wait for it. Just go to a box and pick it up. I'm looking forward to that moment. I'm looking forward to just being able to pick it up and crack on with a building. Come on. We're nearly there. All this for one splitter. Okay, that's going in. And out, up, in. Incorrect. Why did I do it like that? That's supposed to go there. And then we can up. So now that'll go under there. round to the other side. In there. Happy days. So we need to connect power together. And have no power poles. So let's make a few of them real quick. If I run that this way. All these and I'll start filling up with coal. Be it slowly. Let's get some more iron. Because now what we need to do is make a much bigger version of that. We'll take 10. Would 10... That's 10 now. No, it's not. It's 8. We put another 10 on that. 5 on each side. Do we think... Nah, I'd probably want to go a little bit bigger than that. I mean, for now, it doesn't really matter. It can be smaller. And we can extend it. So what we'll do is we'll put them 10 on there. Delete this. Run that through to here. And then this little thing we have for our iron will become this one. And then we'll start on the copper. So it's probably best. We've got them done. There's not going to be much left to make. Let's take that up before it starts filling up. Let's get rid of all this. Okay. Let's pick all this up off floor. Probably going to need a waste box here now. Because of all this. Let's take that up, that up. Basically, we're going to get rid of all this. Because we don't need that anymore. Let's run this across. To here. And put that straight in there. So that now should effectively be working. We don't need this line anymore. Right, my inventory is now full. Let's go fill that waste box up. Might need 2. Sorry, I had someone deliver a parcel to my door, even though it was not for this house. Okay, let's get back to it. What was we doing? I just emptied my inventory. We're going to pick this up. We don't need this anymore. And looking at that belt and how much coal's going down it, I'm probably going to connect those together for now. They can keep feeding the smelter. And look at all that juicy iron. Plenty of iron plates for us. Okay, so now we've got that done. We've got more iron to pump across because that belt is looking a little pathetic. So let's put those down there and run a belt. And then power it up. There we go. Now we have that going, that belt's going to fill up a bit better. So what did we have? We had a little patch every now and then. It's not perfect, but I mean, for now, it'll do. So what do we need? We need... What was that? That was 18. Let's do 20. The copper. And we need to get rid of these. Get rid of the waste. I'll keep them separate for now because I might be able to integrate these back in to some of these lines. For instance, we could, next to this power pole here, put that there. Move that. And then, what's that iron? Take all the iron and put the iron in there. Let's just empty that back into the iron. Recycling! Okay. Let's look at this line now. We want to be going about here, so let's have a look. What did I say? 20 total, so we're going to go 10 up. That's 7. We're going to have to wait for these to be built. Let's just run a line, since we know this is where it's going to be. I will wait for them to get built. Let's run this down. And then turn it this way. And down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be 10. So that's where my line's going to go to. There we go. Let's run power poles up this side while we're still waiting. So probably going to need one here, and then 3. Which means that'll be there. That should be about right. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, we're nearly there. 3 more to put down. And then that will be that. This is something else we'll probably automate. I think we're going to aim to automate everything. Let's see how we get on. Now we need to connect the power up to the nearest power supply, which will be here. There we go. Let's see, how's it? It's going to be looking like a pretty full belt. It's not bad. There we go. I think that is a full belt. Nicely done. So now we have our iron supply, a copper supply. Let's take some more iron so we can make some more stuff. Now that we have these, we can actually start automating things. We'll get to stone a little later when we really need it. So let's look at what we want to do next. So we've got these at the moment. Green science is important. Steel's important. Fast inserters. I'll probably do it for now. What we want to be doing, these all take red and green bottles, so let's focus towards some red and green science. Let's make some of these. We're going to need these on our hotbar. So let's have a look. Red science. We need copper plates and gears. Okay. So we only really need to make a really small amount for now. Enough to just keep feeding this and we can start producing stuff. How much room do we have? We have quite a bit of room. Red science is going to be pretty easy to make. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to make these cogs. There we go. And all cogs need is plate. So let's look at in and out. And then we'll run that way as well. Okay, so if we do this for now, and we're just going to feed that line into here. Let's give this some power. So now we have cogs. And let's say we take some more iron, because I'm going to need some more iron. Let's just take all this iron. And we're going to take some copper, because I need copper as well for it. Let's run down here. There we go. So let's just make some more of these, because we need a few of these. What did I say we needed? We needed copper and those, so we could put copper on the same belt. We could, in fact, wrong button, like this. Run this across here. Run this down. And then I need another splitter. Let's just make a few splitters, so we've got them for the future. Now we've got these. Okay, so we could start even here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Run this downwards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that cog feeds that one, that cog feeds that one, but it's on a belt, so let's just, they're all powered, so we just need one there. I don't have any more inserters. I'm still waiting for this to come down. Let's just change this to that. So this is going to be our red science. Two. We're going to need more of them. More of them. Couple more of them. Couple more of them. And then finish up with them. So there we have a splitter. So let's go and do that for now. We'll split that line off. That's going to place it on one side of the belt. Like so, and both items this needs is all on that same belt. Now we're just waiting for all of that to build, which is a lot. But at least now we have science. If I go across here, take those, put them in there. Now you see this coal is starting to struggle. So we're going to have to fix that soon, before we have any real problems. How is power? We're okay yet. We just need to make sure we keep it going with the coal. Okay, so now we've got some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm waiting on belts. Waiting and waiting. Not for long. At least now we don't have to do anything with these. These are now constantly producing. We don't have to think about it anymore. We do need to get inserters and all the belt stuff automatically made, because that's going to make life so much easier. For now, we're going to get the red science done, and it can just get loaded straight into these. Might even take them up and if I put these, say, here, give them a bit of power. And we go in like that. Still waiting on belts. So I'll run a line, because these inserters will place onto one side of the belt. We'll run the belt up here to feed these. And then once we get green later, we can connect that belt to the other side of the line. And then we'll have red and green on the same belt, a bit like we've done here. Just feeding these. And this can be extendable as well. So when we need it to do more, it'll do more. How's that call looking? It is getting lower and lower, is that call? And I have no electric mining drills. Probably should make some of them. Let's go get the stuff for it. Let's fight. Run up here. And run down here. That'll give me enough stuff. So let's go. What do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 should be enough to add on to that. We're not going to get them just yet. But what we are getting is our belts. Oh no, we're not. What's it making? Undergrounds. And then 58 belts. We need more belts. We're kind of stuck on this list. Just waiting for this. So much waiting. Is that belts? That's belts. There we go. Let's see if we can run that just to there. That's enough. And then give these some power. We now have science bottles being made. And we can start actually running that automatically, which means we can go through our list. We're about to get mining drills. So we can get started on that. Because our coal's running a little low. I mean, we probably could run it on just the one side at the moment. Let's see if that's enough for now so we can actually get on with some other stuff. Okay, we have science. So looking here, we've got those to get through and they are all just red. And then it's looking at green. So we need to start looking at green science. So let's see what we need. We need to wait for it to actually go through. Okay. So for now, let's bring that here. So that's our little red science going on. It's actually, we could speed this up to, if we can make some more of these. So let's get some iron. One, two, three, four. I think a total of 6 should speed it up quite a lot. Because them bottles are backing up. And the more of these you've got, the quicker the research happens. So let's do that. We're just waiting on other stuff to be built, as usual. Green science, can't look at it yet. I want to look at it, but no point looking at it. What does it need? Doesn't tell me. So we just got lights and radar. Radar is going to be important at some point soon. Lights, we're not going to go crazy just yet, but we are. Well, it's going nighttime, so let's just do 10 and see how good they are. This is going to be my first lab. Come on, give me a lab. Thank you. So we can go 1, 2, I said 4, didn't I, there, and then the one there probably. So that's going to need that and that. And then power there should cover all them. That to there, cover that. Lab. Come on, labs. One more. And then we'll have 6 labs on the go, which should speed things up a little bit. Now, I'm pretty sure for green science, we need to automate belts and inserters. Which will be a good spot, a temporary spot for us to be able to grab some belts and inserters and not have to... Why is that not picking up? Did it just not get enough bottles? We have lights now as well. Let's have a look at these lights. Put one there. Oh yeah. Put one there and there. And then... What do we think? Up the middle? We could. Like that, maybe. It lights it up well enough. Okay, so we're not producing enough to fill all of them, but at least it's not going stale. It's, you know, they're not backing up on the belt. They are actually getting used. So we have green science now. Let's look at green science. What do we need? Yeah, I thought so. So we need inserters and belts to be automated. So let's look at belts and inserters right quick. So what do we need for belts? We need cogs and inserters. We need green circuits. Ugh, green circuits. Let's start with the green circuits, because green circuits aren't easy to make. Well, they are easy to make, but free copper wire per. Interesting. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then get rid of that. We go 1 gap away, 3 gap away. So let's go there, there, and there. So what I'm doing is, let me show you actually, make it easier. So these are all going to be copper wire. Like that. These are going to be our green circuits. Like that. That's going to be in my way, I believe. I can't even build it that close because of that line. Okay, let me try this again. Let's try this again. There ain't going to be a lot of room, so we're going to go the other side. Let's go the other side. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that many. And then every third. So first of all, we are going to have a line coming in. That's going to be copper. And then we have a line coming out, which is going to be our copper wire. And then every 3, we're going to have not enough. Can I make some straight from inventory? Not yet. I need more plate. I need more plate. Okay, so we've got, let's just do all 17 of them and then take the plate again in case we need anything else. So these here are going to be copper wire all the way across, and these are going to be green circuits. My green circuits are going to come back this way. That's going to fill one side of a belt. So maybe we double this up. I think we should double this up. Just to make sure we're making enough. So first of all, we would need to split that there. Bring that across. That down. Let's just get that going. These are going to need putting in. So moving along the belt there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't like it. No, that's it. And then that's going to need power poles. Like that. Let's just go same spots with power poles. They need to come out, so there, and there, yep. There, and I've run out. So let's put that on the end of there. Now we have more of these every 3, wasn't it? So there and there. So these are going to take our copper coils. In fact, they should go on ends. Like that. Like that. So let's give that one extra run. This should be all the way across to here. Maybe not that far. There we go. They're going to come and place our green circuits on the line on one side of the belt. Then we're going to double it up. Which means this is going to be along there. And then I'm going to need, again, did I make enough? No, I didn't. I'm one short. Come on, 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 come on. Alright. So now we have that. Let's just get these ready. So they're all going to be green circuits. They're going to be copper coils. I'm going to need an awful lot of these. So let's get this side powered up. That's all powered up, that side. And then I could just go one there, one there, one there, and one there. Let's do the same this side. There and there. It's nice and neat. And then we wanted one in there. Bring that to this side. And then we also need a line here for those. So this I kind of like as well, because if we ever need more, you can just go off the end of here and just keep going. They're going in, so yeah, that, and that. So they're all going middles. And then that can take there, 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 nope, not two, just one, and there. And then our output again short. Oh, we will get there. We will get there with the automation. Oh no, I clicked it like that. Cancel. I want to build them separately so I can actually get them going. And then click the end. At least then I've got some building instantly. Okay, so we want that and there, that and there, that and there. So this now effectively is ready, apart from needing more belts. We need more belts. More belts. I build them separately again. That means I can actually get on with doing it. Build quicker. Come on. And then shut them at the end. What's new? Steel. What's new? Steel box. Okay, we're nearly done. We're nearly on the belts. So what I want to do is run another copper line to here. Oh, we're not nearly on the belts. Just got another 63 of them to get through. So, yeah, we need to run a copper line down here. That can't be everything. What am I missing? Plates. So, I need some more room on the end of each one of these and put the iron plates on the inside of the line. So then we have iron plates and copper wire on that line. Same for that line. Then that should be everything for me to get my green circuits. It's just waiting. Get rid of these a minute. Get gone. Right. So I need these to come down. They're going to get put on this line. So, across there, down there. Now, I need this line here, like that, and this one will be the underside, like that. So bring them across to there, fill that one in. I'm going to need to split that one and again there. Ta-da! So if we hook this up to power, can we hook it up to power? 5, 1, 2, yeah, of course we can. Okay. Let's see how this runs. So we're now filling up. We probably want to put fast inserters on this to speed this up. There we have our green circuits. Now we have green circuits, we need to build the other bits for green science, but I believe green science is going to be on the next episode because this is nearly an hour long again. So I'll leave it here. Next episode we will hit the green science, we'll have green and red, and we'll start looking at where we're going to head next with this. So until then, I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.